Hey everyone, welcome back to 5 Minute Eats, and it's the start of another theme week here on 5 Minute Eats, and today we are kicking off corned beef hash week.
That's right. So back, I believe it was about 2 years ago, we did a video called Gen Z trying canned meat, because as you guys know, there was something going on where we were all stuck inside our homes, and at the time there was a meat shortage. So someone I remember on social media suggested canned meat, and a lot of these Gen Zs were like, no, right? And so we got a couple of Gen Z relatives to sit in front of the camera. We got them to try canned meat, Spam, tuna, etc. But there was one that was really scary, which was corned beef. And look, that was from Brazil. It was pretty scary. And I think one of them later threw up. I suspect probably because of that. And so because of that, I've never wanted to have corned beef hash because it looks just as scary. But I did have it one time when we were in Portland at a restaurant, and that was actually, pretty good, surprisingly. But the canned variety, I've been a little scared. So this week we're gonna go for it.
Yeah, that's right.
Smelling this one, I don't know.
It smells very oily up in here right now. We're gonna kick it off with the Libby's corned beef hash. This is a 15-ounce can. It is the only 15-ounce can of the week. All of the rest are 14 ounces, just FYI. This one is $2.88 at Walmart. And this one looks like this one looks like 3 of the others. There is one this week that just does not look like any of the others, but it looks like them. Now, whenever I dished it out into the skillet, because I made all of these in the skillet, it does have more of a very kind of sticky pate-like texture to the meat portion, whereas some of the others were not like that.
So what is corned beef hash?
Well, it's got corned beef, and then it has the hash, which is the little chunks of potatoes. And I feel like usually you see it depicted with an egg on top. It's more like a breakfasty type thing, but you could make this in a variety of ways and have it be a dinner thing, a lunch thing, sandwich, whatever.
Apparently this was very popular during World War II, and I guess, many years after that. But let's face it, nowadays Americans are they don't want sloppy joe, they don't want Salisbury steak, meatloaf, corned beef hash. So this is another one of those items that's probably going away, right? Is it a good idea? Don't really know, but here's the thing. Libby's. We're starting off this week with Libby's because that's owned by ConAgra, which if you guys know this channel, we are not a big fan of this company, even though their headquarters is not far from us. So it's like a local company, but they're really good at up a lot of good stuff, right?
Yes,
and so guys, if you're new to our channel, basically we review everyday grocery items. So before you spend your hard-earned money, let us tell you if it's worth it.
Let's try this out. If you'd like to support this channel, the easiest way to do that is using our Amazon links the next time you shop there.
All right, guys, welcome back. Our rating system. Thumbs up about it again, thumbs down we would not. So for me, this is a thumbs down. This thing is interesting because I thought I wasn't gonna like the meat, but surprisingly, the meat's decent. It's weird. The texture of it is really weird. It's like just big clumps of meat together, and the seasoning on it is not bad. I actually don't mind the meat. My big issue here is the potatoes. It's very freaking salty. I love potatoes. I was excited about that because I actually think the concept of corned beef hash is not a bad idea, right? You got meat and potatoes, and it should be awesome, especially with an egg. But these potatoes, man, just way too freaking salty. Thumbs down.
If you like what we're doing here, please consider sending us super thanks. It helps us continue to provide more amazing content. Alrighty, for me, this one is going to be a thumbs down. I'm with you. I think that the issue is with the potatoes. Surprisingly, the meat isn't bad. It does have kind of a grainy texture, but I don't know if that's just, from it being slightly crispy from the skillet, and then there's parts that are still kind of softer. What would you like to say?
Well, I was gonna say, because it's crispy, you can't really, you're not gonna, unless you're not gonna know it's meat.
Yeah, exactly. I had to search out parts that were just meat to taste those and see, and those were seasoned pretty well. not bad at all. I felt like the potato, in addition to being just insanely salty, they were slimy though. Like whenever I would bite into like an individual piece of potato, it was kind of slimy like all throughout and around, and I did not like that. It just seemed off, like there was something wrong with them. Almost like whenever a potato starts to get a little not great, you know, and you're trying to salvage it, I feel like they gave us subpar potatoes in here, because it could have been pretty decent if they wouldn't have f***ed up the potatoes.
Yeah, because when I was eating the potato, I was like, all right, just one scoop of it. It was just intense. And the second time I had to prepare myself because I knew what was coming, a salt bomb.
Yes.
But to eat the rest of it, no way. To sum it up, thumbs down, thumbs down. And if you guys buy from Amazon, use our Amazon link. The reason is when you do that, we get 10 cents, 50 cents, possibly even $1, which means we can continue to review things.
All right, guys, that's the video. If you like what we're doing here, definitely check out our other channel, Food Prep Inc. And don't forget to give us a like and subscribe.